this morning, like, what did I forget to do? It's a good question, right? What did I forget to do? I have no idea. Moving my stuff around though. Good morning. No coffee this morning. Water. Good morning. I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. Let's have some fun. My guides have already told me, good morning, Lisa Fry, My Mystical Life, blah, 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 blah. Insert stuff here. Good morning, Brenda Springer. Cloudy there, Beth? I don't even know what it is here. It's cloudy here too, I think. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what the temperature's going up to, though. I will tell you I'm going outside to plant bulbs today, plant flowers. So there's that. It's that warm. So there. Anyhow, this morning I'm going to share really quickly. It's like what a morning like. Oh, my mother. Hey, Mom. Good morning. Everything okay? I'm online. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. That sucks. All right. All right. Love you. All right. Bye-bye. Family friend passed away. So she wanted to make sure I knew. You know, it is a thing, isn't it? Okay. So I'm sharing, if I can remember what the hell I'm doing. Hold, please. Lisa's lost. I live between lost and found most of the time. Something bit me. Wait, is on this side. Something bit me last night. I know, it's like such important information. Okay, here we are. Here we are. There we are. Sharing. I'm sharing. Thank you. I haven't seen this gentleman in years and years and years. I just, no, we're not doing that one. It's just, you know, one of those things that happens, doesn't it? And I'm really sorry for his wife. Really sorry for his wife. Okay. All right. So I have shared just a touch. I'm going to look for this one place left to share. And then we're going to move forward. I actually have my tarot cards out. So don't know why yet. Just know that they are. All right. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Liz, we need to, not Liz, Barbara Zisk, we need to set up an, I know we talked about getting online and doing reading. We need to do that. Okay. Thank you, Paulette Kearns. It's just, he was very sick for a very long time. Because your cards are talking to you. My cards are talking to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Tonight we have a class on psychometry. I didn't do a whole lot of advertising on it this week. It is on the weekly psychic intuitive development group. Crap. What is going on this morning? Stop. I swear everything. It's imploding. Good morning, everybody. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you the link to the group, which would be helpful, where tonight's class is. And it's on psychometry. So what is psychometry? Psychometry is, that's not it. That's not it either. There we go. Weekly psychic intuitive class. Okay, well, that's a good name for it. Copy. Psychometry is the ability to pick something up and hold it. There's the link. This, I have to think about this. I can create rooms, and I'm going to think about it because Barbara asked, is this going to be in a Zoom room? I would love to have this in a Zoom room. I don't know if it's better served in a Zoom room or online, just on the Facebook group as a live. So I might do it on the Facebook group as a live and see if I can open rooms there. I know that that's possible, but I haven't done it yet. So I just have to look that up. So it'll be a live on that group this evening. I meant to tell you, when I burnt my brain last week, I burnt my brain. Like, I couldn't see people. It was horrible. I couldn't see comments. I couldn't see anything. So I was restreaming. I was Zooming to restream and then restreamed to Facebook, and it hurt my brain a lot. So we're going to probably just go live in the group. So I have my cards out this morning. Good morning, Facebook user. All I see is Facebook user. I do not have my coffee this morning. I've been getting headaches in the afternoon. Well, I know why I'm getting headaches in the afternoon, but I'm hitting a lull in my afternoon where all I want to do is sleep, and I can't do that. I don't have time to do that in the middle of the afternoon. Anybody else going through this? I hope somebody else is going through this, and it's a star thing, an astrology thing, and not Lisa's lazy thing. So here we go. Let's pull some that's weird. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Can you have a caramel straight? I'm dropping off caramels this week and coffee for the rest of the week. I'm dropping off from both of them to see if I can get some stability back into my groove, because I'm not feeling very groovy. Cute, right? Did you guys know that that guy that played, I just discovered this morning, the guy that plays in he was in Full Metal Jacket, D'Arafino, is that his name? D'Arafino, something like that. He played in Full Metal Jacket. He played in so many things. Full Metal Jacket. Oh, and he's on one of the crime scene investigation things. The big guy, Girafro. Was he in Stella Lost Her Groove? No, he wasn't. Was he really? He was in Adventures in Babysitting. I can't remember his name. It was DeForno, something like that. Anyhow, I just discovered this morning that he was in Adventures in Babysitting, and I was like, hell, now you're really dredging up things from like 1987. Anyhow. So, oh, you said I lost my groove. Was that where I lost? Yeah, I lost my groove. Stella got her groove. Okay. It's okay. Good morning. What? Is Lisa here? What the hell? Okay. So I did pull some tarot cards, and it's a really Vince D'Onofrio. Thank you so much, Paulette Kearns. That's it. Yes. He was in Adventures in Babysitting. I did not know that. And somebody pulled a picture up and put it up in a meme. And I was like, oh, holy shit. He was like super young. I think he's an underrated actor. He's a huge underrated actor. There's several underrated actors that are floating around right now. And it's just because they're not, I don't know, as pretty as the other actors or whatever. I know. He was also in Men in Black. You're right. He was in Men in Black. And do you know, in Men in Black 1, he had very minimal makeup until the very end of that. Like, that was all of him until the very, very end. That's amazing. You've never heard of him, Amber Allen? Have you ever not watched Full Metal Jacket? Full Metal Jacket? It's horrifying. It's a good movie, but the beginning's horrifying. But if you've ever seen any of the crime scene investigations things, he's in there. Okay, so let's talk about what the tarot cards popped out this morning. They said that, hey, we're tarot cards and we want to be read this morning. We are very underused lately. Please, you know, let's do this. And I said, well, okay. Okay, so this camera's driving me a little nuts. That didn't help at all. Okay, no, that didn't help. Technical problems. The King of Wands is where we're going to start here. This is the feeling that we need a strong energy to come in. Oh God, I'm not going political. We need a strong energy. That's what they want me to do, is go political. I'm not in the mood. We don't do that on here anyways. But to have a strong energy come in to our life and create some balance. We're looking for some balance in life and we're having a hard time finding it. There's a lot of thought processes that are going in one ear and out the other, in one ear and out the other. And I'm like, yeah, but let's find that balance. And I'm really drawn to the little iguana this morning, being what we need to be. And this is me reading the cards intuitively. I'm sure you can probably pick up a book and you're going to see whatever you see. But this is me reading the cards intuitively. This is we need to be more flexible. We need to be more moving with the flow. So this is somebody that's going to, a male energy or that masculine energy. So it's not actually a guy, right? But they need to come in and bring in some energy and some flow, because at this moment, our workmanship is askew. Now, here's the thing. If you turn it this way, you're like, wow, look at all the prosperity that I have going on in these pentacles. I've got so many of them. I'm working on them diligently. I'm paying attention to detail. Things are going really, really wonderful. And then you turn it this way, which is the way it really came. It says, guess what? We need more work. We need to work on that balance. We need to work on that groove, right? We need to work on all those things. Good morning, everybody. If you are new and if you are lurking in the background, please give a shout out so everybody can say hi, because I'll tell you, we have a wonderful community of people that just welcome everybody wonderfully. That's what our goal is, to create community and give people a safe place to land for their intuition or to learn. So we need that groove, right? We need that groove so that we can be more prosperous in our work, which we're not really doing right now, because the only way to get to the path that we're on is not going to lead to anywhere pleasing. This hurts my head. The path we're on is not very pleasing, and I want you to point out that these two cards are reversed, right? To make this happen, this one has to be employed. So we have to be out there and paying attention to detail and moving forward and being thoughtful and incorporating things into our lives and things like that to make this happen. And actually, I'm just going to tell you guys, my guides went political this morning. I don't know why. I'm sorry. This is a political reading. I'm not going to talk about it after this. We don't do politics on here. You guys know I don't. But my guides are like, this is a political reading this morning, and I haven't even seen anything going on in society today. So hopefully, anyways. But to get to this happiness and this joy and this rejoicing and this let's move forward and yay, there's so much to celebrate. We have to make both of these cards work. You have to make this one work. It's camera's reversed, right? Camera's reversed. You have to make this one work. We need that strong influence. We need someone to step up to the plate for us. And whether it's whoever's in power now or whatever, I don't freaking care. I want our country safe. But we need to show attention to detail so that we can be prosperous. Because right now, these two are like this, right? We want them like this. I don't know why we want to do that this morning. It's not my preference. It's not my preference to talk about politics anytime, ever. Okay. Yesterday was Katrina McCabe's 40th birthday. Okay. So everybody wish her a fabulous 40. So we're going to go through this morning, and I'm going to pull a card, and then we're going to do some readings. Let's do it. I almost went for a walk this morning. Oh, that was sucky. The house has an alarm on it, okay? Like, we're locked up like Fort Knox here. And I'm afraid that I'm like a kid. I'm afraid that if I open the door, something's going to go off. Because you have 60 seconds before the police are called. Should you not? And I'm like, if I punch in the code, is it really going to let me out? Or is it going to go off? It is cold there, right, Heather? It is cold. So I'm like, oh, you're off to St. Louis for Girls Weekend. You're hoping for drama-free. Good. Yes, drama-free, drama-free. So let's see what our girl... No, seriously. It gives you that feeling like when you're a kid, right? When you're a kid and you're like sneaking out of the house or something. Good morning, Melinda Lane. Good morning. Okay, tonight's class, it is on this link right here. You guys go join the group. You should know, get something that says we're live. This link right there. And that is on psychometry tonight. Psychometry is the ability to read things off of, why is my light doing that? Off of objects. So bring an object to class tonight so that, because in the very least, I think I can be bringing people on to, yeah, I can do that in a Zoom room. No, I can do that on Restream. I will bring people on to talk about their objects. So bring an object. I'm scattered this morning. Okay. It's going to be fun, right? Psychometry is really an interesting and very helpful clair. It uses a bunch of your clairs, but you're going to use your strongest clair to work with psychometry. And we'll talk about that briefly in class tonight. So it's going to be bring an object that you know the history of. It doesn't do any good to bring an object you don't know the history of, right? Because if someone gives you information you don't know the history, you're like, I don't know. What's in hell? The hell? Come on, guys, get it together. Okay. All right. I have mediumship coming through this morning. I'm going to tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story. Just a minute. But our card for the day is, what is it? Come on. About gratitude. And then I'm supposed to pull another card. These two go together. Gratitude and awareness. Gratitude and awareness, right? Because being aware of what you need to be grateful for, which is every freaking thing, right? We need to be paying attention to what is laid in front of us, not bitching about what we don't have. You'll find people that run through your life. What if we are told one story, but not sure if it's true? You'll have to use your intuition on it. My notes, sorry. We need to be aware of all the things in our life because we should be grateful for everything that flows through our life. Even the harder times, this is so hard for people to get because moments in time when we're like, God, I can't do one more minute of this. That's when we're learning. So we have to be grateful for all the times, you know, and it's sometimes hard to do. It's very, very hard to do. And you'll find people that will revolve in the negativity. What do you do, guys? Do you stick around for that crap or do you move and deflect? You can either deflect the conversation, which is a great tool, or you can sit there and listen to it, or you can walk away. You can change the subject. We can always change our narrative, can't we? We have the power to change our narrative, and being aware of when we can do that is incredibly important. So often, women, oh my God, women are horrible at this. Oh, having worked and owned a salon for so many years, you guys, it's Ellie from Ellie's Guiding Light, y'all, and the crowd goes wild. Women are we are catty and hormonal and changeable and just all these things, but we're really the most powerful beings on the planet, right? We have portals. We bring souls into this world, but we have so many things that we can change and influence just by what we say, because most of the time in a family, you have a matriarch, right? Women are really, really amazing. I don't know where the hell we're going with this. I need more than this, you guys. But women, we find ourselves biting at each other. Oh, I understand. Thank you. We find each other biting at each other. I need to change this. This is not the same now. Okay. But we have that ability to change the narrative. We do. We just don't do it all the time. And women will start talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And pretty soon they're talking about somebody, or they're talking about some situation that was negative, and or hopefully you're around people that are talking about positive things, right? But we have the ability to change the narrative and change and deflect. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm really monologuing, trying to figure out what the heck my guides are talking about, because they're really about somebody on here needs to learn how to deflect negativity out of their life. There's some negativity floating around, and there's a lot of it actually floating around, you guys, all around the world, right? All around the world. But we can change it. We can change it. That's what they're saying. We can change, not, I know. Diana's like, wait. Stop. Lisa's on a roll. No, she's not. She's trying to figure out what her guides are giving her, and they just keep dropping words here, and I'm trying to figure it out. But be the change in your area. Be the change in your world. Be the change in your world. If I would tell you, guys, this is why I'm stammering around. We don't always have the answers, right? People like run into a psychic and they go, oh God, I can't talk to the psychic. It's like walking into a psychiatrist. I can't talk to them. They know everything. Oh, bullshit. Any psychic that tells you they know everything is full of crap, right? Anybody on here that's an intuitive could tell you that, right? Can you throw a hand up in the air and say, me? Yes, right, correct. Oh my God. Even my father thinks I know everything. I'm like, what the hell, man? I don't know everything. I don't know. I can't tell you where your pliers are. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't do that. But we get spoon-fed information, right, Ellie? Right? Sometimes we sit here going, oh, throw me another bone, because I have no idea where you're leading me with this. But here's what it is. Here's what they're trying to say. You can change your world. You can change your world by deflection, and by deflection, I mean, it's something we use in hypnosis as well. People want to be like, they want to tell you their story. You know what their story is? It's what they believe. That's what people's story is. It's what they believe. Guess what? Their story is different from somebody else's story. And if someone comes in and wants to tell you their story and it's all negative and they're all down in the dumps and they're all, ugh, you can say, oh my gosh, the craziest thing happened to me the other day. I was sitting in my window and the most beautiful redbird cardinal started knocking on it. It happens here daily. Started knocking on it, and it just took me down this wonderful, and I thought, maybe someone from the other side is trying to tell me how much they love me. You deflect. And all of a sudden you go down a different path. You've taken your day and their day down a different path. So deflection, learn it. It's a skill. It's a skill. You had a psychic tell me you was going to give birth to twins after you had a hysterectomy. It doesn't always have to be accurate, does it, Amber? We don't have to be 100%. Guess why? Because it is not our information. If somebody's residing too far into their ego and they're in that information and they're like, okay, I feel personally invested in everything that I tell you. Like, if it's not correct, then I'm going to go cry in a corner and suck my thumb. Then guess what? You're living in ego. You're not given a good, accurate message because the message is not ours. So maybe, and if you want to look at it this way, everything is happening at one time. Maybe in another alternate life, at this moment, you're pregnant for twins. I don't know. How about those non-believers? Okay. Yes, you guys. We don't have to be mean to everybody. You know that. Good morning, everybody. You don't have to be mean to anybody. You can learn how to deflect a conversation. And my guys, I have somebody here. It's so funny. I have somebody, they're like, learn how to deflect, and then you don't have to suffer through another story. I don't know if they're talking about me. Down at Culver House. Yes, I can see you guys. Really quickly, I don't have it on here. I'm going to change this graphic today. Don't forget we have Savannah coming up. Squirrel! Savannah coming up in May. It's just a gathering. I don't care where you stay. I don't care what you... We're just all meeting for dinner and conversations and ghost hunting. All those things we're going to do like we did last year. It's our second annual Savannah gathering. That's all it is a gathering. There is no classes or anything. But we get to all get together and meet and... Oh, that's true, Vedra. Sometimes a pregnancy means a gift of abundance or something other than birthing. Yeah. Nothing that lady said was right, but she sure wanted my money. Whoop, whoop, Savannah. We are going to have so much fun in Savannah. J.A. Smith is coming. Yay. You guys, if you haven't gone to My Mystical Life, the events, make sure you head over to the events. I'll get the link. And sign up because there's a page. There's a page so that you can be able to talk to other people that are going to attend. Some people, let me see what I'm doing here. Some people are looking for roommates. Here is the event. Sign up for the event. So we know what, just about how many people are going to be there, what we have going on, because we need to know this information we need to know this information. I'm not multitasking very well today. I'm working on it, but I'm just working on it. We need to know these things for dinner reservations. Okay, and here are and here's the group. So this is the first one was the first one, which was facebook.me is the event. And this is the group. So if you guys are going, make sure you join the group so we can get the conversation going. We know how many people are going to be in Savannah. I'm going to be looking for volunteers, somebody to set up dinner for Friday night. That puts them in charge of, you think we should start a GoFundMe for airfare? Right, Ellie? Right? Oh my God, Ellie Coyle, if you could show up, that'd be so freaking amazing. I'm looking for somebody to be in charge of arranging the dinner. Hopefully somebody that's from the area that knows. Last time we ate it, I don't remember, the pirate something. And it was really, really good. But I need someone to schedule that Friday night so that they can set up dinner. And my brain is in overload here, you guys. So I'm trying to help get delegation going on. Okay, moving on. Pirate's house. That's right, Amber. We stayed at the Pirate's house. But being a part of the event and the group lets us know how many people are going to be there so that we can plan things successfully. So we have reservations and stuff like that. Because we're going to be a large group, we're going to need reservations. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Donna Culverhouse says, we sure will not be going to see Paula Deen at her restaurant. No, we won't, because we had such a interesting experience last time. We all wanted Paula Deen's restaurant so badly. We didn't end up with it. We're not going to go into it. We all sat down and then got up and left. I'll tell you anything. Yes, Paula Deen does have a restaurant in Savannah, and she can keep her restaurant in Savannah. We had a horrible, horrible experience. That's a shame. It's a shame. Okay. Okay. I didn't change my banner, did I? Okay, so you guys, let's see. Where are we at here? Yeah, it was a shame because I've eaten at Paula Deen's restaurant before. It was really, really good, but the service and the manager, whoo. Amber says, excuse me, but that lady was a bitch. She's not wrong. Your internet keeps going in and out. There's a storm of brewing. Winds are howling. Oh my gosh, 90 miles an hour, Ellie? Wow. Yes, Donna says where we ended up was amazing. It was a really good place. Maybe we'll do dinner there. I don't know. It had nothing to do with that, Brenda. Racism is no joke or way to live. I mean, that happened a million years ago, right? A million years ago. But that was, it was the manager. It was the manager. It was the manager. And it was horrible what she did, but whatever. It had nothing to do with racism. It was just a restaurant. Okay. Let's do this. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Jesus. Good morning, Lynn Palmer. Good morning. Okay. So, hope they got fired. I don't want anybody fired, but I do want them to understand what they did wrong. I don't need them to be fired. I do want them to understand how to treat people. You don't have a share button. Facebook user, head to My Mystical Life page because I can't see your name anyways. Yes, we need a place to rock out. We had the whole restaurant singing. The whole restaurant was a great soundtrack, and we're I'm coming up. Or We Are Family, come on. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. We had so much fun. Okay, so guys, if can I get a whoop whoop this morning? I need a whoop whoop. I haven't been on a whole lot this week. Matter of fact, I don't think I've been on. Unexpected day off. So did you guys see the ghost hunting video? We didn't go ghost hunting. We went to scope a place out to go ghost hunting, right? I'll go into that later. Remind me to tell you about that, guys, later. Barbara Zisk, are you coming? Are you coming to Savannah? Okay. I'm going to do some mediumship this morning. So I think that's what I'm doing. Let's get it in. Let's line up in lines here, guys. Okay, I am. Ooh, Barbara Zisk might come. So I have a couple things going on. Okay, it's mediumship. Right. Let me see if I can. Good morning, Ronnie Watson. Good morning. Okay, I'll tell you about the ghost encounter. Not even just a ghost hunt encounter, in a little bit. But I want to talk about a man that I have here, and I'm going to give you guys a memory. This person's going to bring across a memory. So I'm not going to give you he's 5'10", blah, 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 blah. We're going to go with a memory, and hopefully somebody can claim him. Please don't give me any information. Don't want any information. I'm just going to be bringing across information, and this person is really vocal. This person would have been talkative in life to the point where you would just kind of wanted to go, please stop, please stop. I feel like he had a chrome dome. I hear chrome dome. He reminds me of the gentleman that played Frankenstein and Young Frankenstein. I don't know why I keep having to clear my throat. He was generally a taller man, and he wants to talk about, maybe he loved the movie Young Frankenstein, because now I'm seeing the violin. I'm seeing Frau Verbissina playing the violin. What the heck? And I want to do this. And I feel like I had a problem with my back. That's very sudden. I feel like I had a problem with my back, and this person seemed like a mountain of a man. He seemed like a mountain of a man. Now when I'm done with the information I have, I'm gonna ask who can take 100% of this gentleman. So he's tall. He has a chrome dome, which means he was naturally bald. I keep hearing the violin in the background, and I keep seeing Young Frankenstein. He keeps using Young Frankenstein as a reference. Maybe he thought he looked like that gentleman from, I don't remember the guy's name. Hi, Melissa Goins, right? My back hurts. Like, I feel like I've been in a fight or something along those lines. I could almost say this might be war, like I had been in the military, and I had some sort of issue, and I'm not getting the information quick enough out of my mouth, obviously. And he was a talker, and he keeps showing me a violin. He keeps showing me a violin. Why is this about the violin? And it's the slow wah, wah. It's the sound of funny movies, and he keeps going back. He might have liked Mel Brooks movies a lot, and he might have liked comedy. He liked comedy. He keeps going to comedies. But I feel like he had a degree of anxiety closer to the end of his life where he was worrying maybe about money, or he was worried about, he keeps calling it sustaining, but he was the kind of person that would have been to keep it down. It would not have been discussed. It would have been, I'll keep this anxiety to myself. Can anybody take 100% of this guy? Get a larger nose. I would almost say that I think he might have drank, but not to the point where he was slobbering drunk, but he did like a specific kind of drink. Can anybody take this, gentleman? I understand that. Thank you. Lost you at violin. It might not be, I'm not saying he played the violin. What I'm saying is he's giving me references to movies with that violin. He's like, I liked this kind of movie. This was like so cool. He keeps taking me back to Young Frankenstein. So that would be the time frame probably of his heyday in his life, that he really, really enjoyed. But he liked slapsticky kind of movies. I wouldn't have been surprised if he was a Blazing Saddles fan. Okay, I think he liked Mel Brooks and he would have watched them or had a library of them. This chair makes noise, I swear. How did he die? I don't know how he died. I don't know how he died. I hear slapstick, so Three Stooges would fall into that as well. I heard the big nose drinker, but not a bad drunk. Yes, he was not a drunk. I mean, he liked a certain drink, but he liked slapstick comedies. I keep hearing Chrome Dome, like he was missing hair on the top of his head, and it was a joke. It was not. He wasn't like trying to hide it. It was more, funny. He was a tall guy, very tall guy, and he keeps showing me like Young Frankenstein. I keep hearing Frau Verbissina playing the violin. So I'm getting these slapstick kind of movies. Entertainment. He liked to laugh. He was a big energy. He did have a larger nose. And the reason that's important to me is if you drink too much when you get older, the bulb of your nose grows larger than it should, from what I'm told. And he gets like, I had a specific drink I liked, but I wasn't always drunk. It wasn't something that anybody worried about. It was just something they saw. He was a big energy. He filled the room. He was just this big energy. I don't know who has to be my dad is. All I see is Facebook user. Just type in your name. I think he would have been a Blazing Saddles fan. Mel Brooks, funny movies, and might have even paraphrased out of movies. Who's Facebook user? That says it has to be my dad. There was a degree of anxiety that went with him that he didn't talk about. There's like a degree of anxiety. Oh, it's Laura Berwick. I don't know why I can't see you. Hey, you know what? It just happens that way. Okay, Laura, if you believe it's your father, intuitively, do you believe it's your father? I mean, do you get that feeling? I get a chuckle as I'm like, it's Laura. I get a chuckle. I'm supposed to see you today anyways in just a few hours, aren't I? Fee Ann, welcome. Everybody give Fee Ann a shout out and a welcome. No, still don't see you. So Laura, did he have a problem in the middle of his back? Intuitively you feel as well. Okay. Did he have a problem like between his shoulder blades, just below him? A back issue? Because man, I didn't when I sat down, but I do now. I just feel like there's tightness, or I'm having a problem in the middle of my back at the moment. Oh, okay. Still not there. It's like a muscle thing. I'm waiting for her to messages. There's a lag, you guys, so. Fee and no, there's no paying here for reading. He drank to self-medicate. Okay, so it was noticed, but it was not. Okay, gotcha. I just pull names as I go through. My guides tell me who to read for and who needs the reading the most today, and that's where I go. So, Leanne, must need to call my cousin. Laura, I want to say, why are you not paying attention to yourself? Why are you worrying? She's on another page or something. We haven't figured out why. Sometimes we can't see the person's name. We're not quite sure. He always felt like a victim, like stabbed in the back. Okay. All right. Because I mean, I definitely have this like hitch in my get along. What I want to say here is what I'm getting is, why are you not paying attention to some of the things that you need? Right? Why are you not paying attention to, and it's almost like a physical need in your body. So he's like, are you grinding your teeth, or are you doing something that is a side effect of a deeper thing going on in your life? Are you, no, he keeps like showing me like grinding teeth or anxiety, and this is not, don't tell me what to do, Dad. That's what she says. But the reason I'm in I feel like I'm cheating because I know Laura. I don't know every facet of Laura's life, but I know she has some stress going on right now. But maybe that just makes it easier for him to come across with this particular stuff. But he's talking about, do you have something going on that you may be holding your shoulders and your neck tighter? You're causing some discomfort in your body because you're thinking about something else. You're stemming from something else. But I really keep going here. I keep going to my mouth, like in the middle of the night. Maybe you're causing sensitivity in your teeth by maybe clamping your jaw or something along those lines. But I really just feel like there's a tightness that you need to let go of, because you're going to cause yourself some physical issues if you don't. And he also says, make sure you don't do that because, you know, everybody, this is so funny. Everybody depends upon you. You can't falter. Honestly, not everybody needs to depend upon you. You need to take care of yourself is really what he's being sarcastic. You know, take care of yourself. He has said in readings that he wants to help me now because he wasn't helping me in life. I think he knows I think you know what he's referring to, though. Okay, good. Because that's where we were, right? That's what we need. We want to know what we're referring to. That's it. So I'm going to leave him with you. He was sarcastic. Okay. So I'm going to leave him with you. And I know you're a very intuitive person. Maybe we'll work with him later. I don't know. But I'm going to leave him with you to sit and maybe chat with, if you want to. Okay, so here we go, you guys. Let's do this. What cards? This cards. Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's see. I think we're piggybacking. Possible? Very possible. All right, is Vedra here? Vedra, are you still here? Vedra, I know that you're missing a mark. That's what you have a guide saying. You're missing a mark. I hope you're here. You know, you guys, that's a great message for everybody, though. Make sure you're going to have, when you have a physical thing, like if you're grinding your teeth, it's because something else is going on in your life, right? You're not just going to go to bed and grind your teeth for fun. It's because there's something else going on in your life. So when you have a physical towel, take care of it. Take care of it. Good morning, Victoria Wagner. Good morning. Okay, let's see. Vedra, I don't see her. Lynn Palmer. Good morning. Mind-body connection. Yes, I don't think Vedra's here anymore. Hi, Heather Graham. Okay, I don't see her yet. I'm missing a mark, maybe more than one. Girl, I'm missing so many marks. Life isn't designed to be perfect. Anybody that tells you they have the perfect life this is interesting. Bill and I were talking the other day about this person that he knows that would eat sugar all week long or all month long, and then directly before he went to the doctor's office, he would go on he would set his diet for a week before he went to his doctor's office so that his tests come out good. And I had looked at Bill and I said, who is he lying to? Who is he lying to? Right? Himself. The doctor, while he is his patient, has no vested physical interest in whether that or not that man follows his guidance, right? Usually the only person we're lying to is ourselves. Good morning, my lovely sister. I know there is no such thing as a perfect life. So what is it with, I don't have anything. Stop. Okay. Right. You pay your doctor. Your doctor's going to get their money, right? But in the long run, who's he lying to? So when we go through life and we say everything's perfect, we always have something to learn. That's why we're here. Sometimes the lessons suck a whole lot worse than other times, though, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay. I'm scrolling through, guys. Yeah, Dolores says, I always ask myself if I would change places with whoever I feel something. If I feel something, the answer is no, I wouldn't either. Okay, so no such beast is perfect. You're totally right, Melissa Goings, there isn't. Tonight's class, you guys, in this group, nope, I'm not in the right spot anymore. Dang it all. This is tonight's class. Tonight's class is at 7 Central. All of our classes, we try to keep them at 7 Central. I'm pulling up the group now. Maybe. Really? No? We're not going to do it? Oh, there we go. Okay. That's not it. That's not what I asked for. My computer is working slow. There we go. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There. That's still not right. Oh, wait. There we are. Okay. You guys have conversations with your computer like this? I find it to be very therapeutic. Okay. Yes, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. This is the group. We're just going to go live there, and this is a free class, you guys. This is a short free class. This is not the membership class. Now, Monday nights we do membership classes where we're on lives. It's interactive. Matter of fact, our next one is next Monday at 7 p.m. Central, and it is on life between lives. What happens when we pass over? What's on the other side? And then we can share, stories of what you guys think as well. But having worked with my guides, you just got a call. You'll be starting your new job next week. Woo! Okay, awesome. Okay, so tonight's class is on this group. It is a short class on psychometry, right? When I talk to my computer, my coworker just looks at me weird. No, you have to sweet talk it. You have got to sweet talk it, because first of all, if we're yelling at it, that's the energy we're putting out, right? This is, look at me taking it metaphysical. We have to be nice to our computer, or that energy just kind of like messes everything up more. If you sweet talk it, say, you're such a nice computer. I do that in my car too. Anybody else do that to their car? You're such a good car. I wish you weren't in the shop for 2 months now. I miss you. No, seriously. Our Suburban has been because why? Because the transmission went out. And do you think there's any transmissions to be found in the United States? Absolutely not. We live in a world where I can't get a transmission. Right? Thank you. Judy Abrams thanks her car. She thanks her car. I do too. I'm like, you're such a good car. I love you so much. Please don't stop in the middle of the road. No, you don't. Okay. Give it a massage. I'm rubbing my computer. Such a good computer. Yeah. God, you guys. I lost people on that. Okay, anyways. Oh my God. So I gave myself a headache 2 days ago. I went live on Our Mystical Crystals. I don't know who's hitting the mad face. I can't see him. I don't even care. It is what it is. It's probably for the transmission. So I went on the other day, and I don't know if anybody saw this video, but I went on Our Mystical Crystals for some reason. Why did I go on? Oh, because there's a 25% off sale on all of the crystals right now in the crystals tab. Okay, so 25% off crystals in the crystals tab. And I got on to announce that, I was putting that out, right? And I put on a filter, and I couldn't get past the filter to actually really go do an effective, this is what's going on. I was laughing so hard, it lasted 11 minutes. I gave myself a headache that lasted the whole afternoon because I threw my head back and laughed so hard I gave myself whiplash. And it's the thing, it happens with me. So I was laughing my ass off so bad. It was just, I couldn't stop. That stupid filter. I wish I could get that filter on here. Well, maybe I don't, because I wouldn't get anywhere. I wouldn't get anything done. But it had great big Disney eyes. It was hysterical. It was hysterical. Anyhow, but there's a 25% sale off crystals right now, and the code is crystal, and you can find it on our Mystical Crystals page. But the code is crystal. Anyways, I hurt myself doing it. That's why I've not been on for a couple days, because I had a headache. So you almost peed yourself. I thought you wasn't breathing for a few minutes. I swear, I was laughing so hard. It was ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the other night. Katrina cussed. We decided to go down to this spot here in Texas, and Bill has his new thermal imaging camera, and we were super excited to go down and walk down by this cemetery in Matagorda. And then we went to this other place there in Matagorda that it was rough. But thank you. I love you too, Adam. We're going to set up a organized investigation at this location, not the cemetery, but the other location. I have to tell you, when I'm not working, and I think this is when I'm not working, I'm shut down. I feel like this is a gift, to be able to just shut out spirit. Now, not to say I don't see things out the corner of my eye or pick up an occasional thing, but to have somebody knocking on my door and saying, we're going to talk, is out of my realm. Okay. So to turn on and engage my intuition, feel the energy like I used to in a paranormal investigation. And that's how I started this, was with paranormal investigating. All right. I didn't do any of this in my life before 38. And then I went out paranormal investigating, and it went light bulb. So anyhow, I feel like grew light bulb. We're out of this paranormal investigation, just a site. We're not really investigating, right? And the intimidation factor at this location, if you're going on a scale of 1 to 10, is about a 50. A 50, I shit you not. We were in the truck, we had overshot our spot, and I hadn't even gotten out of the truck and turned around, and I saw somebody crouched, run across the road, like crouched, and go into the tall grass. And there's nobody there. All right, it's midnight, and we forgot a flashlight. Okay. And I know there's one on the phone, but it was so dark. I didn't turn the one on the phone because I blind myself. Anyways. And so it was intimidating to start with. And Scott, my brother, gets out of the truck and he's walking around. He doesn't have a jacket on. And he comes over to the side of the truck and he goes, I just saw somebody standing in the middle of the road. Now, he's not a paranormal investigator, right? And he's like, I just saw somebody in the middle of the road. And his eyes are like this big. And I'm like, I prefer not to go down there by myself. Because at this point, we're very intimidated. The energy is very, it needs healing. It does. It does. But I would love to take a drum out there, but I'm not sure how it'll be received. And I need a group of healers to go out there with me rather than just stepping out there to do it by myself. It needs to be done during the day, but I don't know. I'm uncertain about this location. So we will be doing a live stream from this one night. The Melissa Goins' place is loaded. And Bill kept telling me, this place is creepy. And I'm like, it can't be that bad. Here's me all tough. It's not that bad. Oh, it freaked me. I'm sitting in the truck and I'm in the video where we have done a video where we're sitting in the truck, we're talking about it. I'm sitting with my back to the window and I can feel somebody standing at the window looking in. Like that. And I'm like, you're a Reiki healer, but you live in Australia, but we can do distance, right? So I'll tell you the story of the Kangankawa Indians. I think it's something like that. I need to know that better. They were, somebody in the town of Matagorda had been killed, and it was a young woman, and they were trying to get rid of the Indian population in the area where they had been, that was their native area. And somebody said, I saw the Indians do it. So the town went out and rounded them all up, put them on an island, a very small island, and then slaughtered them between like the nightfall and the next morning. They were all dead. Every single one of them. So you can understand why there is some energy there, right? Why there's some issue there that needs to be dealt with. And why it's so active, because you take an intuitive, somebody, and even just talking about it, you take an intuitive and you put them there and they go, I see that person and they see me. Guess what? Game on, right? So yeah. And normally I'm like, we're done here. And I just go about my day. But I gotta tell you, I was getting a little nervous because they were in the truck on the way back to the house. And I'm like, it took a lot. It took me calling a Metatron to be like, okay, I need help. I need help because I pressure on top of my head, my ears hurt, my head hurt. And I'm like, this is not good. So definitely going out prepared next time. And interesting, very interesting, but definitely going out prepared. Because we just were going out to just check it out. We just walked down the road for 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to come out here prepared. Anyhow, there we go. We will be flashlight. I will take a flashlight. Yeah, we'll take a flashlight. My hubby went to shovel a path to his dad's plot late at night, so in the morning it would be safe for her to visit. A large figure came out of the woods. Chimes started going crazy. My dad, badass veteran, ran to the car. Oh, this is interesting. What kind of ghost stories you guys have? We went to the Banks Lakes here, and up in the cliffs there's an Indian. They told us to leave. We didn't belong there. It was an interesting night for us. Total need healing there also, right? That was great. Oh my gosh. Yeah, flashlights are good. We forgot one. It was an interesting evening. Anyhow, Melissa Goings, I don't know what you have going on, but I feel like you have a new thing coming in. I feel like you have a new guide coming in, somebody trying to talk to you. Also, a level of clairvoyance that you're going to see them, and it's going to be a major player in your spiritual growth for the next year. You have a spiritual growth energy coming in that's going to be like really pushing you to hear frequencies or something along those lines, see frequencies. I'm not quite sure what they're talking about, but I'm seeing frequency. I'm seeing the lines of frequency. And it also makes me feel a little sick to my stomach, like maybe there's a discomforting frequency that maybe it's an indicator or something. Maybe you'll have a physical indicator that there's this new frequency coming in. Go over here and work over here. But you do have a new guide coming in to help with that. And once you're aware and you're comfortable working within that energy, then that guide's going to step away. They're not a permanent lifetime guide. They're transitional. There is Tanya Fitzgerald. I hope you are feeling better, Tanya. Tanya has had a rough go in the last, Tanya, how long has it been? Now it's been a couple weeks that you've been struggling. Absolutely. Good morning, Melissa Belech. Good morning. Diana Bradley, girl, just have the confidence to step forward and do it. Just do it. You are a force to reckon with. Your energy is some sounds have been causing weird feelings. And yeah, that's it though. That's it, Melissa. Because as soon as I read that, my ears started to ring. So yes, Diana Bradley, have the confidence. Just step into it. That's the energy you carry with you though. Oh shit, Lynn. In a Target? I'll read that out in a minute. And I'm going to assume that this card has to do with your job, Diana. I'm going to assume it has to do with your job. The J-O-B, right? Okay, good, Melissa. I'm glad you understand it, because as soon as I read your thing, it went, and oh shit, okay. Crystal Husher, good morning. Lynn Palmer says, I went to shopping at Target one night, not that many people around because of COVID. I was talking to a lady dressed kind of weird, like a 50s outfit. I turned around to look at her properly and she disappeared. Isn't that the way it goes though, right? J-O-B, right, Diana? Because that peripheral vision, right? You look at them directly, though, they're gone. They're gone. KJ Hart. KJ Hearts. Hearts. Confidence. Elegance. Hers was confidence. Yours is elegance. I love this card. I love this card. It's about so many incredible things happening in life, whether they are positive or negative. When you step into something that is, and this is specific because as I'm talking about my chronic issue, when you're running into something in life that is not as optimal as we would like it to be, like not everything's perfect, there's no perfection, right? But the struggling times are the times you need to be graceful. You need to just allow things to happen. And your guides, time to power save that money. Sometimes it's hard for us when we are struggling with a situation, right? And we may lash out, or we may do something that's out of character, or we might step, and they're showing me like stepping off of the line and just deviating and surprising people with some of the things that may come out of your mouth or some of your actions. And just make sure that when you're struggling, when things are rough, that you go into it with elegance and just kind of go, okay, for me, not to me, how do I deal with it from here? I don't have to be extreme. I can take situations and analyze them, sit with them, and then create change. And that's actually your guide talking. They're like, sit with things, analyze them. Don't pick them apart to death, but look at your options, because you have options. That's what I need you to know, is you have options. You just need to exercise them. I don't know. Your path KJ, is very varied. So what you may think is, this is interesting. This is interesting because my guides are like, your path may feel like it goes straight like this, but this is actually about centering as well. So you may think your path is just this one straight thing and you know what you want in life, but boy, is that going to change. You're going to have choices that you're going to have to make. So make conscious and calm choices, because you also makes sense to you. Good. Because you also need to find the calm within yourself. So you need to find a way to center. You need to find a way to find your calm within yourself to make it all happen. And that centering is this tiny little piece of silence in the soul. And I'm huge on the silence in the soul, because when you can find that, everything falls into place. When you can find that quiet, everything falls into place. And it's like right at the core of your being, with a little bit of breathing and a little bit of relaxing and releasing of tension in the body, and visualizing a wonderfully calm spot for you to go. If you manufacture a spot for yourself every time you need to calm yourself, you will always be able to go there. So what visualization is. And here's what I also feel like this is important for you to note. Our intuition is like 99.9% imagination. Okay. You can't have one without the other. So if you're like, I just imagined the most beautiful thing, we'll take that into account as being part of your intuition, and that you can manufacture a place in your imagination to meditate to and take yourself to that calm spot every single time. And a lot of people think that meditation has to be Om, and meditation can be right there. 2 minutes is better than no minutes, right? So, yeah, and people think meditation is always this conscious thing, right? Meditation is listening. Yeah. Meditation, you guys, is that you can do it in the alpha or the theta brainwave. You know, you are meditating, get this, 7 to 10 times a day, and you don't even realize it. Shut the front door. How does that happen? Mommy brain? Mommy brain is a form of meditation. When you are sitting there and you're just lost in space, daydreaming, meditation. All these things. So if you're just sitting there and you meditate when you drive, it's because we slip into that mundane theta brainwave. You can be meditating when you're vacuuming, doing the dishes. Get this, you can be meditating while you're playing video games. Video games are a huge source of hypnosis. Did you guys know that? It's a form of hypnosis. It's why it's addictive. It's why it's addictive, because your brain doesn't have to deal with outside influences, and it's comfortable there. Is it where we want to live? It shouldn't be, because you're not dealing with life. Video games, if you think about how often some people play video games, they've stepped away from reality. The Atari generation. Hey, Pong was awesome. I was on Aliens Attack, or not Aliens Attack, Mars, was it not Mars Attacks? That's a movie. Alien Invaders. Yeah, man. I have a troll, guys. Hold on. Let me deal with that. There we go there. And there we go there. Yeah. Television, form of hypnosis. Video games, form of hypnosis. Anything that you can Facebook. How often have you gotten on Facebook and then come up for air 3 hours later or an hour later, right? Form of hypnosis. Space Invaders, right? Space Invaders, that's it, Heather Johns. So there's so many times that we step away from music. Is your favorite tool, Melissa? Yeah, absolutely. But how many times during the day do we step away from reality and don't even realize that we've set ourselves someplace else? But it's really interesting to be able to do that with intention. Mary Beth Deep, good morning. So doing it by intention will get you so far, so much further, so much faster. Yeah. You use music as a therapy. Absolutely. All right. So let's go to, I see who I'm supposed to go to. I just scrolled past it. Sarah Bragg. Are you still here? Sarah Bragg. Sarah Bragg. Are you still here? Ouch. Music. Yeah. Drumming. I don't have the drum in here. And I'm not going to run across the house to go grab it. It's hanging on the wall. But drumming gets you that drum beat. I think it's like 4 to 7 drum beats per second. Takes you to the theta. Right. Okay. Sarah Bragg. Oh, Sarah, what is with that? Hold on a second. Gotcha. Okay. So Sarah, I'm going to take you into animal totem territory. Animal totems. Animal totems. The first thing I pick up is a huge, and it's really, really interesting because they're very, very obvious. It's a very obvious animal totem right out the gate, like whew, right out the gate. And it is a bald eagle. Good morning, Lisa Gomez. Lynn Palmer, good morning. It's a bald eagle. And what I'm going to tell you about this particular animal totem is this is a lifelong animal totem for you. Animal totem is just like a spirit guide. It is an energy that comes in to help you with lessons, to help lend you strengths. And specifically when it comes to the bald eagle, this is about perception. This particular guide is here to help you with the way you work with other people, the way you see other people in situations. So I feel like at this moment, there's something going to be going on in your life that you're going to have to be able to look at it from like an outside perspective and look at it to the inside and say, okay, this is how I need to move forward. Don't get totally wrapped up in the emotions of a situation and not be able to see to the depth of it. This is what they're saying. And the way I'm coming to this particular message is this animal totem came to me totally wings spread in the air, looking down, going, I need to be able to work as an observer as well as a participant. And I need to have strength in my decisions and have strength in my perception as well, because if I'm just looking at something cursory and just skimming over it, I'm going to miss a lot of things. And also I have a guide that comes forward and does this. This is really, really interesting because his only job as my guide is to come forward and let me know when somebody's going to be coming into some money. I'm not, and you don't hear me say this all the time on here, you guys do it, because I don't want to be like, everybody go buy a lottery ticket. And when this person comes in, and it's like a long-term money, it's a long-term decision, it's a long-term money decision. So if it hasn't happened yet, I would expect it to be coming about in your lifetime, in your life right now, in the next 3 months, I would expect this to start happening. So be objective, ask for the things you want, because if you don't ask, the answer is always no, is what your guides say. So make sure you're paying attention. Be objective and make decisions based on that perception rather than being in the thick and the middle of emotion. So I hope that is helpful. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just the reader. Okay. Brenda says art, doing drawings or meditation, pure meditation. Absolutely. You can get lost in drawing. You can get lost in painting. You get lost in a book, right? Going back to the real world of working folk. Now I have to go shopping for clothes. Ugh, I hate clothes shopping, right? It is definitely for your situation. Okay, you understand. Okay, so just be objective. You have to look at it from a wider perspective, a different perspective, and things are going to work out really well for you. use your intuition. If it feels right, that's when you know when because you're really guided. You're really guided. So use your intuition and step into that, and things are going to work out very well for you. I'm kind of excited for you. It's like a feeling. Okay. Don't forget, you guys, tonight's class is on psychometry. We're going to be reading objects. So when you come to class tonight, if you come to class, this is the group you want to be a part of to go. It's a live free class. In that group, it's going to be on psychometry. And what you do with psychometry is, I don't have anything interesting sitting here with me, but you bring an object to class, and what we do is we will probably bring people on to be able to say, okay, this is my object, and then everybody gets to figure out what they feel is from the object. And that's how we're going to conduct class tonight, is a Facebook Live. So it'll be directly in that group, and you guys will be able to come on one at a time to do some show and tell on your stuff so that people can guess what it is, and then you can describe what the memories are with it. Please make sure when you bring an object to class, you know its history. It doesn't help if you don't know the history, right? Okay, so that's tonight, 7 p.m. Central on that particular group. The membership, this is not a membership class. This is a short class tonight. Membership classes go 2 hours, and they're on Monday nights. Those are live where we all interact, and you can find those at mymysticallife.com. Those meditations, healing sessions, and just all sorts of stuff. Last night in the group was Laura. Laura was live, and I was working on a store issue, so I didn't get on, but just to say hi. But tomorrow night, Nancy Bulliard will be on in the private membership Facebook group. So if you guys aren't a member, it's $11.11 a month. And I swear, if you've spent $11.11 a month on a cup of coffee or a couple cups of coffee, who on here is a member? Who on here is a member and finds that it is helpful? There we go. Moving on. I'm scrolling. Julie Alexander, are you still here? Julie Alexander, are you still here? Love the live with you three. That was fun. It was a spontaneous thing. I think that's also the first time I've done a spontaneous thing like that. Laura Berwick and I will be going online soon. I'll put an event out about that today. We're going live on the 23rd. Oh, Susan. No, 24th. We're going live on the 24th. Let me change that right now. On the 24th, I got to put that'll be a Zoom room. How do I make the pencil work? Okay, there we go. Talk nice to it. That's how. You got to be nice to it. Okay, 6 p.m. my time. Okay, all right. I'm just making notes before I forget. Okay. There we go. Woo! Woo! Okay, Julia Alexander is here. Let's see. Julie, I want to talk about air energy. 24th Zoom room for Lisa. 24th. No, 24th. Ruby eraser. I want to talk about air energy. And I want to talk about that higher learning, that time to bring in, it's a time for you to bring in new information. Some of the stuff that you might have been thinking in life is not serving you as well anymore. So it's time to just kind of, I'm moving forward with some new stuff. And the reason I'm coming across this is you really first of all, you're an air energy. You filter a lot of stuff through your brain. You bring a lot of stuff in. And some of it you've held on to longer than is necessary. But you also have a lot of angel guidance with you. I need to sit, and I don't know if you feel it or not, but you do have a physical tell that tells you when your angels are around you. Now, when I say that, I'm just going to give you an example. When I know somebody has angel energy around them, I get this feeling right here. When somebody is able to tell when angels are around them, that I, for whatever reason, I don't know why, it is just something that I know. But this is how I know when my guides are around. This is Metatron. I feel somebody very briefly. It's not even a feel. It's just an awareness of somebody would touch my nose there. That's Archangel Metatron. Michael touches my bottom lip and makes it vibrate. And Ezekiel touches my top lip and makes it vibrate. That's how I know when I have different energies that have come in to work with me. Or the other really, really fun one is when Archangel Metatron hits me in the back of the head with a 2x4. And you guys hear me say 2x4 therapy. What I mean, really, like the back of my head hurts when that happens. So I know that there's some physical tell that lets you know when your angels are there. Please pay attention to that. That's part of that air energy as well. Pay attention when you are when you have a physical sensation, or sit down and meditate and be like, please give me a sign of what I would feel if my angels were helping me. This really, really works. So it's how I discovered that this was Archangel Michael, because my bottom lip had been vibrating when I would sit down to meditate or when I would go to do work. And I didn't know that it was Michael, Archangel Michael, until I took a class. And then all of a sudden, boom, there we go. So that was his way of saying, it's me, it's me. And you have to go with your intuition on this. But I need you to know that, because I feel like you have situations coming up where you're going to have to be paying attention to those angels and the guidance that they're trying to help steer you into releasing old stuff. And it just feels like old occurrences in your life that just don't serve you anymore. If you keep going back to something that's happened in your life, it's time to just cut that and move forward. And they're trying to help you do that. They're trying to help you. Anything that we look back to is a waste of energy, unless it's a loving, wonderful memory, right? Looking back to old crap doesn't serve us. It just brings old crap into our life. And that's what they're like. Let's move forward, enjoy, and just have a good time. It's going to create a shift in your life and create new abundance. So pay attention to your indicators. And we all have them, by the way, you guys. We just ignore them because that's what we were taught. Okay. Lately, electrical shocks have been a thing. Hopefully little ones. Okay. Lynn Palmer. First thing I want to tell you is there's some things in life that we are not able to solve, but we can reconcile. We can be like, you know what, we're just going to move forward. We don't have to have the 100% answer for it, but we can actually step into the loving actions of loving yourself and loving others through situations that feel like they really just suck, right? We're going to have situations that suck. Why do we have situations that suck, you guys? Where do we learn? We learn in the storm. We learn within the storm. There we go. Because what you're thinking of is what you're manifesting, and that definitely goes to reconciliation. What you're thinking is what you bring into your life. Pay attention to that. All right? If you are, once you get past all of the crap, all the anger, all the issues, you can manifest a whole new outlook on life. And a lot of people don't even realize some of their thought patterns are running along a sad or reflective way, right? We're reflecting on negative old crap. This is the second one we talked about today like this. We don't want to reside there, because when we pull more, energy attracts energy. Like energy attracts like energy. Guess what? It's science. It's not just metaphysics. They're trying to catch up with metaphysics all the time. Scientists are. And they went, look, this is a new thing. Oh, we've known this forever. Positive thought brings in positive stuff. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. When you're talking to yourself, I feel like you talk to yourself a lot. So when you're talking to yourself, make sure you're paying attention to your pronouns. Are you saying I and me, or you and we? If you're saying you and we, you're talking to a guide. If you're saying I and me, you're talking to yourself. That's important. That's important. So pay attention to that. So many blessings today. I love April, and she's so upbeat. The sun is shining. Woke up extremely peaceful today. That is awesome. Lynn Palmer, going through some shadow work. Life is stuck lately, but working on changing that. Yeah, change the way you say it. Every day I am becoming more XYZ. Don't say it's stuck, because then what happens? It's stuck. Okay. You know what I like about Restream? I can block the trolls so fast that it's awesome. You guys wouldn't have seen it. It was on YouTube. Anybody on YouTube would have seen it. All right, guys. Sucked. Yeah, use the past tense. All right, guys. I have another meeting in a little bit, and I have to go see that bill is all taken care of. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for joining us. Right? Us. And you saw it. Melissa, how fast was it there? Gone. Anyways, everybody have a great afternoon. I will talk to you later. I'll see you in class tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that is the link if you want to be in on the free intuitive class tonight. Like I said, it is not a membership class. It is just a free class on the weekly psychic intuitive class. And it is about psychometry, which is reading objects. So we will see you guys later. Have a great afternoon, and find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he'd say, may the light be with you always. All right, guys.